Hello everyone, this is Loruna Softpaw and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. We're going to go back into Crowdkitchens. And I am excited to be playing today. I'm actually recording the audio live now, because last time I had it scripted and it was good and all. The video was fine, but it's just way too much editing for me to do every week. So I'm just gonna stick to, recording it as I play now. And here we are, back in Crowdkitchens, and we have a few things we need to get done today. What was I having? What was Cherry crafting last time? Okay, I had her crafting tables, probably for the dining hall. Or the library. Yeah, so we need to get a couple things done today. I want to go up to where our water source is supposed to be, if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. How far down does it go? It goes, like, down this way. Okay. Yeah, this is where our kitchen is. Just reorienting myself. I do a lot of Dwarf Fortress, like, off camera, and I'm like, okay, which fort had which thing? Okay, so one thing I want to do, I want to maybe put a drawbridge over this opening, just for now. I'm gonna have to have Cherry do that because she's the one who has architecture, I think, but I need to double check. So what we're gonna do is build a bridge on top of it, and it can just retract. I'm just trying to put something to block this. And yeah, it can be made of dacite, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, once this is built, we can put down, like, a lever to have it open up and close. And that's just to get it secured until I can get a tower up around this area. And the other thing I want to do is try to get some of the water down into a reservoir. And I need to plan it correctly, because I don't want to screw it up and have a useless reservoir, because I've done that before. And I'm going to need to do a little mathematics to figure out how many squares of water we're going to be pumping down versus what, how big the reservoir should be based on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that right now, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of math. So just hold tight. So I guess before I do any math, I can point out that if we hit I and look at our water source zone, it says that there are 85 tiles on this little pond, and then there are 55 tiles on this pond, and you can see that on the right there, under water source. So I'm going to use that to measure out how big our reservoir should be. So let me just do some math. Okay, I'm back. So I'm having my miners mine out this hallway, and that leads up here, where I put some up-down stairs underneath these. I put some upstairs underneath these up-down stairs, and as we go up, there's like a weird little pathway thing, and that leads up to where these ponds are. So I'm gonna put a floodgate here and a floodgate here, and those are going to, I'm kind of debating on whether or not I need a floodgate. I'm probably just gonna use one just in case, but yeah, so those are going to go here and here, and then I'll put holes here and here, and those will lead down into these little things that I made on off the side of the stairs. And so the water will go all the way down and into this 12 by 12 reservoir. I figured if it's 140 squares of water, then a 12 by 12 should be fine, and this might not even be enough for all that water, but it's fine, And then I'll put a well above it somewhere, probably on this level. Somewhere. I'll find somewhere to put the well, but yeah, there will be a well to get water out of this reservoir. And that's just, you know, in case we get a zombie siege, which is totally likely, and I'm probably also going to prepare for that as well. And thankfully the miners don't have to do a whole lot for these reservoir hallways, because sometimes you need a lot. There's a lot that needs to get done for these types of reservoir hallways that I'll do, but the only really, really long hallway is like this one, and it's not that bad, and they're already like halfway done, so yeah. And then I'll have to build a mechanism somewhere for the drawbridge, and I'm probably gonna put it... Did I build a bunker yet? I don't think I built a bunker yet. Okay, let me do that too. So this is gonna be something for my dwarves to hide in case there's a siege. And it's totally temporary, and I should probably put burrows in other places. I'm not super great at the burrow designation mechanic yet, but for now I'm just gonna put like a little bunker room. So I usually make that like... I forgot to start counting. Okay, well, give me a minute. Okay, so this is gonna be like a big bunker area, and then I usually put mechanisms for like the different door gates like here. So when we get invaded, we got some gates to pull. Although I'm gonna want them to come in if we get invaded, but I guess that's what the burrow designation is for, like in the common areas. So I'll figure out how to do that so that our dwarves won't get like stressed and starved and stuff when we're under siege. So how's the reservoir hull looking? Okay, they're already done with that, so we're just gonna let them finish this up. And actually, now that the bridge is finished, I'm gonna have our mason start doing... Oh, hit the wrong button. I'm gonna have our mason start doing floodgates. So we need 2. And I guess we could... I'm probably gonna make some grates too, because I don't want to have the holes like uncovered. So those are just gonna be for the upper holes. And yeah, things are running pretty well. And actually, let me go and do... Man, there's just a lot to do, and I'm trying to focus on a bunch of things at once. So let's do this defense that I want to do against the zombie hordes. So what I want to do is have like stairways that lead to our underground caverns, and my hope is that the zombies will just wander down to those caverns and not into my fort, and they'll just leave us alone. And actually, I need to build a bridge for the animal pen too. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to do today. So yeah, let me build a bridge here. It's not gonna get built right away because my mason is working on other things, but it shouldn't take too long. I'm just hoping that we don't get a zombie invasion or something like this season, because that would really, really suck. I don't want that. So yeah, we're just gonna put that there next to our farming area, and then we're gonna build like a staircase that goes down into like a common area that's safer. Yeah, so this hallway is gonna go from the farms to the kitchen area, which is appropriate because that's where a lot of farm products usually end up. And let me just open up that. Okay. And yep. So those are carved out. I don't know if I have the floodgates yet. Probably don't have both yet. No, he's not even done crafting the first one. And the bridge is done. Yeah, so now we need some mechanics stuff. And I think I'm gonna I think the miners are currently doing the bunker first before they do anything else. Yeah, they're coming down to the bunker to mine this out. So I'll let them finish that. And is there anything else going on right now? How's Cherry doing with the... Oh, she's almost done. Okay. We'll have her start working on something else. Maybe cut some more wood, because we're running low on wood. So, yeah. I'm gonna dip out again. Be right back. Okay, so I designated these trees up here to get cut down, so these ones that are highlighted in black, but what I did down here was I set a fruit gathering area. Oh, I actually didn't set it, but so when the summer rolls around, there will be fruits and things that our dwarves can take off of the trees and gather off of the ground in the fall. And I'm just gonna build a couple more step ladders so they can do that safely. Oh, and I think our herbalist is already gathering some fruit that must have fallen off the ground. That must have fallen on the ground over here. So yeah, we can get some more varieties of fruits and things, like cherries and apples and walnuts. And then Cherry herself is up here cutting down the trees I designated. And let me go and build some more. Well, she'll build more step ladders when she's done cutting down the trees, but yeah, we'll just put some more step ladders in. Okay, so the farm plots are built, and I had not designated what I want planted there. We have a lot of plump helmet spawns, so we're going to grow a lot of plump helmets. And our dwarves are hauling in wood right now. And we have a prophet visiting again, so I assume that they're here for all the temples we had put down last episode. And that hallway's all carved out too. Oh man, there was like dirt down here. Oh, what's going on here? Stair hasn't been carved yet there. Oh well. Okay. So things are going pretty good. I'm gonna have somebody maybe start milking some animals. So we'll have some milk barrels, and then we'll make some cheese, and like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, it's just good for your dwarves as a variety thing. And oh my god, I have so many useless hallways in here. And how's drink production going? Drinks are still, okay, well we got a lot of barrels downstairs, so let's do that and then prepare an easy meal, because we don't have a whole lot of food right now, but we have enough to, you know, I mean, we only have, like, plants. We don't have any meats or fish. We're probably never gonna have fish. I'm just not gonna have a fishing industry, because we just don't have the right water sources for it, so we're gonna have to import whatever fish we want. Oh yeah, that's that hallway. And then I put down more tables, and yeah, I'll be back when I think of something. Oh, we have floodgates and grates now too, so let me put those floodgates up. Okay, I'm gonna put a floodgate here. Oh, and the water's frozen, so once we get it underground, it won't freeze up in the winter like this. It's not a huge deal because we should have ooh. Oh, yeah, our drink supply is running really low. That's not good. We need to make more drinks. So, yeah. And I don't know. This is underground, right? Yeah, this is like -11. Okay, so once it gets down here, it won't freeze anymore. And we don't have any mechanisms. Let's start making those now, because we need them. And wood's coming in. And yeah, we're gonna need to keep brewing plants, so it's good that I designated those farm plots to start growing plump helmets, because we really, really need those right now for our drinks. And thankfully we also have cave plants growing up here, because we have this nice mushroom layer. What's it called? Let me take a look at what it's called. More grass. Yeah, our animals can graze on that, and we can get plants that grow out of it. Use those for drinks. And looks like somebody already planted some plump helmets in that farm plot there. Okay, did anyone milk? Okay, someone's milking animals. And then we'll make some cheese. And we should build some nest boxes too. So we can get... Oh, milker actually just ran out of animals to milk. That's not a big deal. So let's make a couple nest boxes. Oh, that's the... Duh. Where did we get amethyst? I don't remember getting amethyst. Okay, well we got that somewhere, so... Oh yeah, we were making rock mugs. We'll just let whoever make more mugs. Actually, let's just build like another Dwarf workshop. It's not a big deal. We're gonna need more anyway. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove a bunch of slopes here. Although, I don't know, removing slopes is kind of a lost cause when it comes to invaders, because they can just climb up all these trees that I have set up. But, I don't know. Like, if we just remove these slopes, it might not be a big deal. But let's just do it anyway. Oh yeah, that means they're getting removed. So basically that means that nothing can climb down these, like, these walls, but if we got too many trees, then they might be able to climb down the trees. And I don't really want to get rid of my trees, because they got fruit. What tree is that? That's an apple tree. Yeah, so they could totally climb down into our valley here with these trees, if they want to. Slope or no slope. I don't know. I'll decide what I want to do. I could probably remove these trees and then use, like, these as my fruit trees. Got walnuts and pecans. Pine isn't really... More pecans. Apples. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wow, okay. I was waiting for these miners to mine out the staircase, and I'm like, where are ya? And then I realized... Oh yeah, we removed all the walls, and dwarves can't really climb trees by themselves, unless they have like a specific climbing skill, so we're gonna have to mine out this right here, because that'll allow the dwarves to come in and also the caravans, because the caravans won't be able to get down into this valley without any walls. Nobody will, unless they can climb trees, which some monsters can, so... Yeah, maybe removing all those ramps wasn't the greatest idea, but oh well. Okay, so we've discovered a passage down here under that stairway that we just carved. And I'm just going to wall off that little corner there for a minute. And this is what I would call a zombie funnel. So if zombies show up, they're going to funnel their way down this way instead of attacking my fort. Because the thing about invasions is that goblins will just path in this way, like they'll just start up here or they'll climb down a tree and they'll just come down in here, and then whatever traps I have lined up for them, they'll just run into the traps, go straight down here, and I can seal off these bridges if I want to, but yeah, they'll just come in and set off all your traps just right away. But the problem with zombies is that they're not like smart enough to do that, and they'll just wander all around the map and just murder anything they find, including your merchants and your migrants and anything. Well, migrants just won't show up if they're getting killed by zombies all the time, so... Yeah, so I just have this zombie funnel here, and what they'll do is, if there's anything down in the caverns, they'll just go down there to chase it, and then I'm gonna build a bridge on top, so that we can seal them in. And yeah, so once I have a bridge, I'm gonna like tunnel out, like into here. This might actually be a better floor to do it. I'll figure it out, but we're not gonna open up that just yet. So, I'm just gonna come back up here and put a bridge on top. And then once the bridge is in place and we have some mechanisms for opening and closing the bridge, then we can we can open that up. And I might allow adventurers down there, like, I don't know. I've done it on another fort before, and it's not a big deal to let adventurers just kind of explore down there. And yeah, I really like this starting area, this embark point. It's really nice. I might put a couple more zombie funnels down this way. Just so I have a couple. Because they'll just be wandering everywhere, and if you don't have a way to deal with them when they're here, it's a nightmare to get rid of them. Oh, spring is here! That means our first elven caravan will be coming. And, I don't know, the caravan access might not be able to come... Oh, yeah, they probably could. Because caravans need, like, a 3x3 space to squeeze through. So I think they can get in here just fine, given this map. I just pressed uppercase D, and that brings up this map here that shows you caravan paths. And whether or not they can route in... I think they can. Yeah, they should be able to. It's from somewhere. So yeah, we have that to look forward to. Ah, Hopper's a mechanic now. Awesome. Alright, well we got 8 rock mechanisms sitting there, and I'm gonna start using them now. So I'm gonna have Hopper stop making them, and then I'm gonna have her build some levers in places. So I'm gonna have one, I'm gonna put a bunch of levers, and I'm gonna have to label them, and remember where I'm hooking them up. I have to remember how I hook them up, yeah. So I'm just gonna have some levers here. And is that where the amethyst came from? I might have to dig this out a little more. It's just alexandrite, but I'll just leave it. So I'm gonna build some levers right here. Yeah, I made 5 levers, and, you know, it's more than I need, probably, but I don't remember how many bridges I built. So, yeah, we'll just be on the safe side. Yep, and there she comes. Oh yeah, I wanted to put some levers up near the floodgates too, because that's important. Let me put some doors down here quick. I'm gonna have this one lever open both of those floodgates, and I'll put it here. I'm probably gonna have to make more mechanisms, but yeah, maybe I'll find some mechanics material in our next migrant wave. Oh man, we don't have any plants to brew. That's not good. We have 100 drinks. It's not a big deal, but we should still harvest some more plants. Oh yeah, and I gotta reset those farm plots because it's no longer... Well, it's still plump helmet season. It's always plump helmet season, so I don't really need to do that. Well, let me just harvest this one over here, and then there's some pigtails I can get. Well, yeah, I do need to reset the... I was wrong. Because I gotta tell it every season. And I think I have some nest boxes to put down. Yeah, I do. Oh, I think they're all finished. I had built 4 of them, so now our chickens can start laying eggs, and then our dwarves can collect those eggs, and if I really want to, I can breed more chickens by telling them not to collect eggs. And if I need more pasture space, there's dirt down here I can dig out, and there's probably enough pasture space for that. Because I'm realizing this is kind of a small pasture, but it's fine for now. We don't have a whole lot of... Oh! Well, somebody struck rock crystal. And, oh, migrants arrived. Oh, I forgot. We're not going to be getting any elves here because we don't really have elves as neighbors. I remember from the Embark screen. So yeah, we're not going to be getting... Which is good because we don't have any elves coming here to complain at us about cutting down all the trees. Because elves are jerks about that. They don't like it when you cut down trees on your own goddamn property. They'd be the worst neighbors because their trees they'd have hanging branches all over your property, and then they'll complain at you for cutting them down and then wage war on you and like ambush you while you're out in your garden. Yeah, elves sure are a thing in this game, and they're everybody's favorite chew toy because they only use wood as their armor and weapons, which sounds hypocritical. But they grow all their wooden objects. They don't cut down trees for it. They just have some kind of, like, druid magic or something. But enough about elves, since we're probably not going to be seeing much of them in this playthrough. Let's just gather some plants out here. We'll be getting more fruit next season. Oh, we don't have a lot of plants down here. I'm going to have to branch out. Yeah, maybe getting rid of all those ramps wasn't the best idea. I might build some stairs or something up to this level and then, like, block them off or something. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. You know, we could always just put, like, an invader gate, like, in this area here. Because this really is a perfect valley for that. I'm gonna do that. Build a couple walls here. Like, I'll put, like, a wall here, and then I'll figure it out. Okay, so we have our first guild hall, and it's a farmer's guild hall, which is not surprising at all, because you always tend to get more farmers than anything else. I'm gonna wait for my miners to carve out this area over here before I keep building that wall. But yeah, I think that's a great idea, to just have a wall there. So now we gotta, actually, let's take a look at our new dwarves. I haven't looked at them yet. Okay, so we have a second carpenter named Gem. That's truly outrageous. And Vodim is a weaponsmith. Zetotic is a gem cutter, like Amber. And let's see, we got a new stone crafter. A fisher dwarf. Oh, uh-oh. We're gonna have to change that guy's profession because we are not gonna have a fishing industry here. Unless we manage to, like, go underground or something. I'm sorry, man. No fishing. No fishing allowed here. What else does he do? He's a leather worker. And a paper maker. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, we're gonna need a paper industry, because I'm that kind of person who likes to keep a nice library. But no fishing. Oh, let's just start making drinks, because... Oh my god, we still don't have any drink plants. Well, no one's doing anything in the kitchen either. Where are all our plump helmets? Let me check our stocks. There's our plump helmets. I'm gonna forbid cooking for those, but I don't know where they are. I don't know why I can't just, like... I don't know why I can't brew them. Oh, I don't have any barrels left. That's why. Okay, let's make some more barrels, and now we have 2 carpenters, so we can have them working on 2 different things at once. Fact. Yep, barrels. And now I'm gonna go assign some beds. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't have any beds, do I? No, I don't. Okay, well, I'll have that other carpenter work on that and try to get as many beds filled as possible. Oh boy, we got a lot of migrants in that last wave. And a lot of them are single, which means that I won't be able to put 2 in one bedroom. Okay. It would probably be a lot easier if I just made these dorm rooms. And then they could take shifts sleeping, but... I think my dwarves tend to be happier this way. I don't know. That's just how I do things. Let me look at our units again. What else do we have? Oh, we have a diagnoser. Ooh, we can make that. We have 2 diagnosers. Meditate on jealousy. Oh my goodness. He was angry after getting into an argument. And he's a faithful worshipper of the rancid. Oh, our doctor is a worshipper of the god of death and disease. But I guess he's more in it for the jealousy. Edubil. Oh, well, we'll have to give him a good nickname. Let me see here. Earthenware, silver, white jade. Grandmother spears, retrievers for their friendliness. Giant cardinals. He likes beer. And sugar and pigtail seeds. And he hates leeches. Okay, reading his description. He's a pretty driven guy, but then I got to the sentence, he is sometimes cruel. That's not a great, like that's not great for a doctor, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I might make that, good thing we got 2 diagnosers, so I'll figure it out. Okay, I think I figured out what I'm gonna call this guy. Customize name. Reaper. Because he's a doctor who worships a god of death and disease. And that's kind of ironic. Let's look at this other diagnoser. Bidural. He's interested in the fine seat. Oh, he likes chairs. Oh, she likes chairs. And she didn't feel anything talking with her spouse. And she felt bitter after getting into an argument. That's not a good sign. Let's see. Okay, so this girl, okay, so this diagnoser, she likes helping, oh, I only just saw that. Okay, well, this doctor dislikes helping others. So, I don't know how good that would be as a doctor, but, as for a nickname, she likes Fire Opal, so I'll just call her Opal. And let me... Oh, she has a husband and a lover. I told you guys, dwarves they can get married and they can have multiple lovers. I don't know, what that does. Like, it could be that they're polyamorous, and I think Toady, who is the guy who develops this game, I think he did deliberately put in, like, some LGBT stuff, including polyamory, but yeah, I don't think she's very fond of her husband, so who knows. I just want to take a look at her god that she worships. He is a male dwarf and is associated with water. I think I have a shrine to him. I'll have to check. Because the more dwarves we get in here, the more shrines we're gonna need, because more of them worship a larger variety of gods. So, we'll figure that out. And let's see. So, I'm gonna assign a chief medical dwarf. And Opal is a legendary diagnostician, while Reaper is just talented. So, definitely Opal. Congratulations. Our doctors were just a little eccentric. And yeah, we don't have nearly enough beds here for all of those migrants that just came in. How many do we have now? 39! Okay, I thought we were going to be over 50, but we're not. But we're going to need we're gonna need to get some more food for all these mouths we need to feed. And, you know, yeah. Okay. Okay, so Gemma's work is making barrels, so let's have Cherry make beds. And we have a bunch of doors. We're probably gonna need more, so I'm gonna have... Yeah, I'm gonna have the mason make more doors. And... okay, so we got mechanisms set up downstairs. And now let's link all those mechanisms. So let's go down here. And before I link anything, I'm going to give them names, because otherwise I'm going to get very confused. If you don't, you really gotta name your mechanisms, or else you're gonna have a bad time. So I'm gonna name this one, I guess I'll name this one, like, Northgate. Because that's the one to the northmost in that one hallway, and then I'll call this one Southgate. And I'll name this one Towergate. Oh yeah, and we gotta name this, we gotta hook up the gate to the farm, so... Farm... Gate... And this one will go to the zombie funnel. But I don't think that bridge is built yet. I don't think I even designated that bridge. I don't remember, but yeah. So we're gonna add some tasks, hook up the bridge. I think we only have 4 mechanisms left. Oh, yeah, we only have 4 mechanisms left. So we're not even gonna have enough to link all these up. So this is the northern gate, because it's on the northern side of the hallway here, so... Yeah, we can only link up 2 bridges. But it's okay, because they're our highest security bridges. And then we're gonna hook up the south gate. So that one. And let's get her on making more mechanisms. Hopper was her name, yep. And let's see if I can make anybody else a mechanic here, because having more than one mechanic is nice, because a lot of times they'll just be on, like... Oh yeah, we have a lot of peasants. Yeah, we can totally make these guys into mechanics. Oh yeah, looking at these two, Opal has way more medical knowledge. She's a wound dresser and a diagnostician. We're gonna need people who can do other things, though. We don't really need to worry about that just yet, but it's gonna be an issue at some point. And this person is good at carpentry, bowyering, is that a word? And wood cutting, but he's a miller. It could easily just have been a bowyer, because both milling and making bows and things is the same stat, but it just kind of rolled for a miller, I suppose. Yeah, and we have a milker, and I don't remember if that guy was here before. Oh, we got more beekeepers. Maybe I will have a bee industry. That guy's really good at it. And he's a bone doctor! Oh good, we have a little more medical knowledge here now. Yep. Let me go look at social stats too. Oh, our Miller's got some experience. Costa's still in the lead for mayor, I think. But yeah, we got some good dwarves with good heads on their shoulders. Oh, that gem cutter is also just like... just very multi-talented dwarves we have here. This is cool. Yeah, that guy has, Zatotic. I'll give him another name. Yeah, that guy has like a whole bunch of talents here. He's got a bunch of experience in like different crafting skills, and that's nice. That's really, I like that. And I'm gonna put Amber on gem setting too, because we're gonna need to start setting gems. We're starting to run out. That guy's a stone crafter, that's right. And then a wood crafter. And I want to see if there's any writers, because once we have a library going, I want somebody to be a scholar. Well, Cost can write, but he's gonna probably be our mayor. No, we don't have any writers yet. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the library. It's just fun little things, I think. But Dyer is also a clothier, which we can always use. Because clothes in this game will, like, rot off really easily. It's weird. So you need to either have the means to buy clothes or make clothes. We have an animal caretaker here. And yeah, and I think I'm gonna start making a couple of engravers. Because I like to have engravers. I think these two other peasants are going to be our first engravers here at the fort. And we'll make one out of the presser as well. And the dyers have, well, that one does, but I don't think I've ever dyed anything. Like, ever. Okay, we have one person who's been planting. Let's designate a couple more. Camel also plants things. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just designate a few dwarves here for planting. And yeah, I'm just kind of muttering to myself, don't mind me. Just a couple general farmers. What's that? Potash, cheese, and brewing. Oh yeah, beekeeping. Yeah, okay, so we got a nice variety of dwarves here now. But we're not, like, super full capacity yet. But, I mean, that was a big migrant wave, but we're gonna need more. Okay, I think now that I have a bunch of barrels, I can start brewing drinks again. Awesome. And let's keep making some meals as well. Meals are nice. Your dwarves like to eat good meals. Ooh. Oh, Reaper's been possessed. Okay. Yeah, so this means that he's gonna go make an artifact. He took a jeweler's workshop, that we're our only one, and there he goes. Okay. Oh, and he's already making something. He's using... What is he using? Bone opals. He's gonna make something out of bone opals. Okay, so basically dwarves have this thing where it's both a blessing and a curse, where they will make like these crazy treasures that are just sought after by every other like race on the planet. But I think dwarves are the only ones who can do it. Like make these incredible works of art. And I think it's each dwarf can make one per lifetime. But it's a curse because if they don't get all the materials that they need for the artifact, then they're gonna go insane, which leads to death. And that's why I've been trying to get shells and like creatures that have shells, like pond turtles. Especially since we don't have our own fishing industry. We need shells and bones and leather and cloth and like a whole variety of things. Because if your dwarves go into a strange mood and they don't have what they need, they're gonna die. It's a death sentence. And sometimes you just can't really help it, and it's just, ugh. Like, you just have to watch them deteriorate, and it's just so sad. But he's gonna be fine, because he got everything he needed, which was one thing. And we just gotta wait for him to finish up. That'll be interesting to see what he makes, especially with just one rough gem. It's not gonna be very valuable, but it'll be a thing. It'll be something. Oh! He finished! Reaper Tikabgast Diagnoser has created Letfolkth. A perfect bone opal. He claims it as a family heirloom. Well, he's not a jeweler, but he's managed to create a perfect bone opal. And it's probably not... I mean, it might be valuable. Let's just check on it. We can hit capital L. Value of 24,000. That's pretty good for just an opal. Like, as far as something that only has, like, one component, that's really good. This is a perfect bone opal. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. On the item is an image of an long 8-sided prism in bone opal. Yep, so he just made a very simple thing, but it's just such high quality that it's 24,000, whatever that is. I still don't know what the currency is in this game. But yeah, that's our first artifact of the fort. That's pretty awesome. We're gonna be getting a bunch of them eventually, but that's our first one. Congratulations, Reaper. And actually, I think if he was possessed, I don't think he actually got any experience from it. But let me just take a look. No. Well, I think he does. Yeah, he has Novice and Gem Cutter. Because I think they do need a little bit of a crafting skill to make each thing. And Opal doesn't actually have any. So I don't think we're going to be getting much from her unless we put her on something. Unless we give her a different, thing to work with. I don't know. I think they can still make things. Let me know in the comments. Because I'm not looking it up right now. But yeah. He created our first artifact of the fort. And we might get thieves who try to steal it. Or mercenaries who show up and find out that we have the artifact. Because, what was the translation of that? Strike speeded is the translation up at the top there. Letfolkth translates to spike speeded. Nice grammar game. Another petition. Somebody wants to be here and eradicate monsters. I don't really like having a whole lot of monster hunters in my fort because they just sit around and drink all your beer. And they're really not that useful. So I'm just gonna deny that for now. And, oh, that reminds me, I need to do the Farmers Guild Hall thing. And whenever I do a Farmers Guild Hall, I just put it up here. So, because that's where all the farming tools are, so I designate it with the zone tool. And then we make it a meeting area and we assign location. Add a new one. Craft Guild Hall. And it's towards the bottom here, so... there's so many different farming professions. Farmer Hall. And I'm gonna open it up to visitors. Because that's always fun. So... we need to make it... we need to fill it with furniture worth, 2,000 units. I'm just gonna call them units. There needs to be 2,000 units worth of furniture in the guild hall for it to be a proper guild hall. And they named it the Picture Jasper Horned Melon. Okay, why not? That's, you guys voted on that, I assume. And their group is actually called the Whip of Malformations. That's an odd name for a farmer's guild. That's really weird. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to start filling this up with stuff. And, oh yeah, I was gonna change the restrictions. All visitors welcome. Anybody can come in and take a look at our cool guild hall. I like visitors. They can be spies and other nefarious things sometimes, but hey, you know what? That's just fun. That adds fun to the game. And I mean that in both, fun as the non-Dwarf Fortress players know it, and fun as in, in the game's context of fun. And I like both, so we're just gonna open up everything to visitors. Whoever wants to come in and look at our stuff. Okay, so we have more mechanisms, so I'm gonna link up the tower gate. So this is what I'm gonna call the tower gate. Oh, I forgot. We have all the means to start digging out the reservoir. So actually, let me do that. I'm glad that I set up the tower gate. Okay, so I'm going to do some channeling, which means actually no, we need to hook this up before we do any channeling. We don't need to name this because it's just, you know, it's right next to the floodgates. We don't have enough for both. Oh well. You just gotta wait for the new mechanic to keep making more. Oh yeah, actually, let me start training these engravers by having them start here on the dining hall. So we're gonna have them just smooth out all the stone. You can't carve any engravings anyway if the stone's not smooth, but it's a perfect way to train your engravers by just having them smooth out. Just start smoothing. I'm not super anal about having everything smoothed, like, right away. Like, or ever, really. Like, I'll just have, like, you know, plain old craggy walls anywhere. Like, I'm not super into smoothing out everything. Although I might. I might for this port. Just because it's special. Okay, I'm gonna start doing, our, smithing industry now, because I realize we still need that to be done. That's leather. Oh yeah, I need, furnaces. We need furnaces first, so the wood furnace, it's gonna make all of our charcoal, and the smelter, which is going to smelt bars for us. And then we'll just have the metalsmith's forge all set up here. We need anvils for those. Thankfully, we did start with an anvil. So let me just make sure some of those labors are set correctly. Oh, yeah, the miners still had, like, certain labors turned off, so let me just re-enable those. So I do have someone, we don't need him on we don't need that guy on furnace operating. Let's put, who should we put on furnace operation? Let's put one of the beekeepers on it. We need that guy to smelt our metal bars. And do we have anyone for wood burning? I don't think we do. Yeah, no, we don't have anybody for wood burning. Who should I do? Trying to be reasonable. Let's put it on this presser. This presser's not doing anything. Or is that the potash maker? Okay, that's the potash maker. Okay, presser. Well, presser's gonna be the engraver. You know what? Cost isn't doing anything else. He's a potash maker who has nothing to make. So yeah, he'll be our wood burner. We can start getting all this hematite smelted up. Oh geez, our other carpenter is falling asleep. Let's do these beds. I totally forgot about that. And this will be the last thing we do for the episode. I think. Maybe. It depends. Okay, so like last episode, I'm just gonna have it end with having Cherry make a bunch of tables and chairs. And those, I think, are gonna be for the library next week. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching and for just showing so much support. I really couldn't believe it when I started getting all those comments and just love and attention and things, and I'm humbled by it, but it really motivates me to keep making these. So thank you again for being just a really awesome community, and yeah, I'll see you all next time for our next expedition into the Fortress of Crowdkitchens. See ya!